Mountain sits in this like interesting, I would say, intersection where TVs have become connected to the Internet of Things, and through that we have capabilities that allow us to target very hyper locally audiences and certain segmentations, very similar to how you've seen traditionally on digital distribution. The beauty of that is that we've allowed access to performance marketing in the TV sector. Normally, on the linear side, you'll be able to get some of these cue points very, very late after a show airs, and you start looking a little through the audience demographic who consume that primetime television show. On the connected TV side, we are able to see that in real time. And the information that we see is specifically looking at it through the audience lens first, which allows us to provide visibility to brands around like what's resonating the best with certain specific audiences, and allows us to provide creative recommendations, and also end card variations and recommendations around like what would cause an actual potential consumer to convert. And that's part of the power that I believe, and we believe here at Mountain, that performance TV provides at the fingertips. Imagine the highest quality of creative, which is a TV ad. There's no questioning the quality of a TV and the impact of a TV ad, and opening that accessibility to brands of all sizes, and with the targeting capabilities of digital, is a powerful 1-2 punch, to be honest with you.
So, Chris, what is the creative capability of Mountain, and how does that fit into dealing with data and planning?
Definitely. So look, the power of the platform first is driving performance, directly to an audience. But with the acquisitions of Max Effort and QuickFrame, we've expanded a little bit more of our aperture, because one of the leading indicators and preventers from customers breaking into TV first is the sheer cost of linear television in advertising. And that's what CTV has helped kind of like bring this, to the forefront, and allow any advertiser of any size to spend and connect into your living room TV destination. But the biggest blocker to that is the fact that a lot of brands are not advertising on linear. Contrary to popular belief, it's usually the big brands, the big box, brands that you see, whether it's on the CPG vertical through P&G and all these other brands. They all have monstrous marketing dollars that go directly to awareness, through the branding strategy, and all that is primarily funneled into linear first, then a bunch of different digital distribution, search, social. So we are attacking this head on by allowing consumers to have access to creative as a subscription, which is one of the services that we went to market with earlier this year, that gives access to customers to creative solutions to get them on TV fairly quickly at no cost to their own, just running some level of media through the platform, for a period of time. So the power there is that we get to prove out the benefits of the performance channel that we've built on the CTV side, while also removing the burden of creating creative for this medium, and those recommendations that we're offering customers based on like what we're seeing in performance against audiences allows us to provide more curated ideation opportunities during the creative cycle as well. So it's a pretty good balance of what we're trying to offer in market.
So, Chris, tell us about your customers for a minute. What is the range, and what are their needs, and what's your relationship look like with them, and where do you hope your customer base goes from here?
Definitely. Look, it's interesting because I come from places where we do have a technology, stack that is very adept and customers feel confident in using. But the Mountain platform was built on the back of it being a fully self-serve solution. So we have large brands on the platform stemming from retail, e-com specific first focus, no brick and mortar, retail shops that have brick and mortar and e-commerce presence. We have, sports, brands. The Atlanta Hawks is one example. We have travel, entertainment. We also have a plethora of other verticals that are lighting up within the platform. And the premise at Mountain is to make it as intuitive as possible. We want folks to be in the platform, picking their audiences. We're connected to all of Oracle's Data Cloud audience capabilities, and that allows us to curate specificity at the targeting level when customers are building their campaigns in the platform, and are able to measure the effectiveness in near real time. We don't have to wait 24 hours to start seeing what performance looks like. You can light up a campaign as fast as in the morning of today of tomorrow, and then start seeing some of that performance bleed through the back end in the reporting, and then make iterations in real time. And I feel like that's the power that we want. We want the Mountain platform to be as easy as search on Google and social, on Facebook, where the platform is very nimble and allows you to make changes on the fly. And it also allows you to shift budgets from other places into the platform based on how it's performing. The goal and the North Star is performance. We are not a branding play. Our goal here is not to drive, brand awareness and those, high level marketing goals. We set a goal, whether it's CPA focused, or actually, customers signing up for a subscription. There are different nuances to the different styles of customers we have, but the North Star is whatever they coin as performance is what we chase in the platform.